Good morning. Prosperity Every Day by Julia Cameron. And Miss Wink. October 1. Freed from fear. When our finances are unwieldy, we find ourselves tormented by fear. When our finances are placed in the care of spirit, we are freed from fear and we experience and appreciate pleasure. All good things can now come to us. We are led carefully and well. Joy is our companion. Narcotics Anonymous, living the program. Maybe this will be the once a monther, and I've only got 3 more months. 3 more months of prosperity every day. It'll be 2 years of that, and the combination of going on 7 years of Dave Ramsey and 2 years of Julia Cameron, my financial world has drastically transformed. I just got my Social Security uh, cumulative lifetime earnings report, and this past year was the most money I've ever made in my life. So I hit a new number that I've been striving for a very long time, and that felt good. And also, I've just been gaining all these awarenesses about, the average American, blah, 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 and what the average American's 401k looks like, and what the average American makes, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, holy shit, I'm average. I have risen to the middle, which is tremendous. I saddled myself at a very early age with some very detrimental thinking. Now, it was a young kid who made these decisions around money because the atmosphere of money in my home was ballistic, and as a young kid, I witnessed all of those, you know, verbally and sometimes physically violent arguments. It was a daily occurrence. And that chaos and that trauma, I'm going to use as many buzzwords as I can, um, led me to make some really bad choices. And, you know, I was hearing things like money is the root of all evil. And, I just started making really silly notions in my mind that money was bad. And it was the end of the age of the hippie world and all that crap. And I was buying into that stuff, the bohemian thing, and, communal living, and just all that crap. And it was coupled in with substance usage and, just a lot of bad ideas to be a functioning member of society. And so the good news is that I have done a solid round of step work, 2 solid rounds of step work over the past few years. And this last go round on step 9, I am forgiven. I'm forgiving that little kid. I'm sitting there looking at a picture of myself when I'm, I don't know, 6, 7 maybe. A little hockey picture. It's kind of cute. Inside the net, very little, but looked like a hockey player. It's kind of cool. But I'm looking at that little kid, you know, thinking back to the environment that I was surviving and making choices that said, money money is the problem. And I didn't have the wherewithal to know that money has no problem at all. It's how people handle it and how people utilize it within relationships. And my parents fell short in that in a great many ways. And I've forgiven them for their misdeeds and their foibles and their humanness. I've 100% forgiven them. And I've forgiven myself for making really bad decisions when I was a kid. I just had it in my mind that money was bad and less is more. And the minute you get it, you get rid of it. And thank God that I had a work ethic. I created and found a work ethic. So I always worked, and I started working very young. And I started living out on my own very young. Maybe not 100% on my own, but I started paying bills when I was 16, paying rent, paying bills. And that's been a consistent thing. And luckily, you know, my parents didn't show a great model with relationship money. My father was amazing with money, though. I mean, he provided an amazing lifestyle for us. But the relationship thing was really rough between my parents around money. And I'm not here to disparage either of their characters in any way, shape, or form. Just trying to gain the awareness of how I became who I am. And, it's clear now that I made decisions just in basic day to day, month to month, how to handle money. It was to cover my bills and have fun. And that was it. And that worked for a long time, but it didn't gain me the ability to be an adult and to create a family. Missed that opportunity because it just took me a long time to gather and to let go of, my idea was to have nothing or to have billions and millions and millions on top of millions, so there was no rational gradient upward slow movement like most people do. Get a job, live under your means, invest, and live a simple life, create a family, and, you know, a good life. Not an opulent life, but a good life. And that's what I'm doing now, thank God. It's not too late. Um, I have turned around. I've let go, absolutely let go of the need to be magnanimously wealthy, ridiculously wealthy. It's just a waste of time and mostly just a ton of problems. I've got a simple life. I've got a simple job that provides a phenomenal living, both on the wage side and on the benefit side, and on the investment side. I mean, geez, just so grateful. But you know, prosperity every day, praying on it every day, writing on it nearly every day, uh, budgeting, looking at the Dave Ramsey stuff nearly every day. All of this has transformed everything. But the key to it is the step work, the forgiveness of that young kid making really bad decisions, um, having the notion that money was bad, money was evil, um, especially within a relationship. The idea of getting rid of it as quickly as you get it, utilizing it only to meet my basic needs, which was good. It was good that I could, afford housing and afford transportation and afford entertainment. I mean, I never suffered. Always was able to maintain that, which is, I'm grateful. But the ways in which I was making money was pretty sick in the restaurant world. Oh my God, so bad. Look at any of the Anthony Bourdain stuff, and nearly every restaurant, every service industry, business, and company just thrives on addicts because we are chaotic and we love that cash money. And, As long as we're semi-functioning, we'll show up and get more. Um, but not blaming that industry. It's just you know, it's a hotbed and a place to go for people who are struggling with sanity. So, you know, let's take a look at the Narcotics Anonymous IP number 9, Living the Program. This is the 10th step. Am I clean today? Yes. How have I acted differently? Um, I am fully committed to my recovery. Yesterday I went to yoga. I made a decision to stay clean and exercise that decision. Um, I showed up early to the noon, opened it up, set it up. Very grateful that the Mario showed up. He said last week that he would come and co-chair with me, and he showed up. He was literally sitting there waiting right by the lockbox, and it was just really exciting. And he ran the meeting. It was so cool. So grateful for that. Um, but had a really great meeting. It was a big meeting for a nooner, and a lot of gratitude and a lot of energy popping off of the sponsorship retreat. Um, but had a good meeting, and then went home and cooked real food. That's another thing. Yesterday was my second clean day of eating. Came home, prepared food, ate food, and then brought food to work that I ate. And I was offered a little treat. It was actually a decent treat. It was the coconut chocolate treat, so it's not a ton of sugar. It's actually doable. But I didn't eat it right away, and I stuck it in my bag, and I didn't eat it when I was sitting in my car. And I just didn't, I was out of that obsessive compulsive, gut wrenching, I gotta go eat crap feeling. So clean eating takes care of that. Once we're done here, I'll eat some protein. And I've got plenty of food in the fridge for clean, protein rich meal. And set up to do that again for today at work. Um, and didn't talk with my sponsor, but we texted. But we texted back some, clean food stuff, and um, we're both today committed to marching down that path. So I think we're both tottering on that true surrender of that element of our disease, um, that symptom. So looking to do that again. Did my disease run my life today? No. Um, what did I do today that I wish I had not done? No, I had a good day. What have I left undone? You know, in my true day to day, nothing. Um, I'm gearing up to do some renovation work on the house and gathering stuff. And I saw one more thing at work that I could get some faucets that are on sale. Um, and probably changing a tact. I thought I was going to go hard on the flooring, but I'm going to let that lay for a little bit. Mostly, I need to get Travis in here and have a good hard talk about what and how and where and when, and start looking at some logistics and timing and the budget. Was today a good day? Yes. Was I good to myself? Yes. Was I happy? Was I serene? Yes and yes. Did I talk to my sponsor today via text? Yes. Did I attend a meeting today? Yes. Did I share my experience, strength, and hope? Yes. Who are the people who trust in my life that I trust today, and who trust in me? Everyone who's in my life today. Did I read from our literature? Yes. What steps did I consciously work? All of the ones that aren't writing steps. Did I admit my powerlessness? Yes. Was I able to put my trust in a higher power? Yes. What did I learn about myself today? That I'm progressing and I'm really moving into true self acceptance, true love, and and appreciation for an amazing life that I have here. Grateful that my brother answered those phone calls when I was desperately uh, hitting bottom again in recovery. Did I make any amends? Absolutely. Do I owe any? Yes. Did I admit fault to anyone yesterday? No. Did I worry about yesterday or tomorrow? No. Can I accept can I accept myself as I am today? Yes. Did I feel like I was part of humanity? Yes. Did I allow myself to be obsessed by anything? Nope. What has God given me to be grateful for today? Everything, especially the awareness of this solution. Have I done anything to cause harm to myself or to another today? No. Am I willing to change? Yes. Did I pray and meditate? Yes. How did this affect my life? Connection and higher power direction. What spiritual principles have I been able to practice in my life today? Self love and respect, commitment. Was the most important thing in my life staying clean? Absolutely. Have I given of myself today without experience anything in return? Yeah. Was there fear in my life? No. Did I feel intense joy or pain? No. Did I call or visit someone in the program today? Well, I visited a bunch of people at the meeting, and I interact with, good God, now it's several people at work. Um, did I pray for the well-being of another today? Absolutely. Was I happy? Yes. Have I been peaceful? Yes. Did I consciously remember that I have a choice today? Yes. Have a great day. Let's wrap this up. I'm going to go for 20 minutes. Let's see. This is my infinite invocation. I, Paul Anthony, Alpha Carbonell, forgive all and am forgiven of all. Nothing remains in my being, my memory, my bones, my joints, my muscles, my molecular structure, but love. There is no pain or distress in my joints or in my muscles. My body is the body of Source, the living eternal spirit. I have a spontaneous sense of irresistible union I demonstrate instantaneously today. My source is the supreme, infinite, and limitless indwelling divine being. It is completely responsive to everything I think, do, and say. Today I realize and reveal my truth by commanding my belief in the perfect union with my spiritually perfect prosperity partner, lover, wife. Our perfect union is between spiritually perfect lovers, perfect prosperity partners, perfect domestic companions. Today, I'm in the perfect union with my receptive and reciprocal, rational, female, feminine, passionate, creative, beautiful, sexy, orgasmic, oral, anal, lover, partner, playmate, submissive companion. Source knows so, and so it is. This or something better still. Everything necessary to the full and complete expression of our most boundless experience of joy is ours now. I am the spirit of peace within me, of poise and of power. I am the spirit of happiness and harmony within me. Right now, do I accept this dominant submissive partnership, this divine union of love, passion, joy, and caring and healing that we both desire and deserve and are willing to create and recreate. I know I am now on the threshold of all good, wisdom, and truth. All good I can embody is mine now. I expect fully and emphatically the affirmative answer and manifestation of my prayer today. There is no limitation, poverty, want, nor lack We stand in the midst of eternal opportunity, which is forever presenting us with the evidence of its full expression. We are joy, peace, and happiness. We have peace, poise, and harmony. I represent the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It is unerring. It never mistakes. There are no mistakes in the divine plan for us. There is no fear. All trust, all faith, all good. All trust, all faith, all good. All trust, all faith, all good, all day, all love.